Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Aisha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Let's go, man. It's Habari Wednesday and another day, man. Another day of information and news that we're going to get into and get it going. But first, like always, we want to do the rundown of the news so far this week. We want to appreciate everyone for tuning in, even though no one's there yet. But anybody that does, when you do tune in, you know what I mean? We'll get this stuff going. But anyway, I'm Damon Dipleen Ellison, and I got my co-host
Aisha.
What's up with it?
What's up with it?
Yeah, man, we got news this week. Run us down with the top stories real fast.
Oh yes, this week's top stories. It's a lot to unpack, so y'all just get ready. The Trump-backed White House ballroom, according to the National Park Services, they say that this ballroom is so complex that construction for it isn't expected to be completed until summer of 2028. So Trump really won't even have anything to use it for. Like, by the time it's finished being built, he'll be almost out of office.
That's insane. It's crazy that it's so complex and it's going to take that many years to get something built. Huh? I mean, I've seen companies get things built, a whole building, 200 square feet, 250,000 square feet, like the building over here is going up on Mayo.
Right.
Huge. And they've gotten that done pretty fast. I don't understand why this would take that long. But if that's what they're saying, that's what they're saying. They also said that they're suing, right? That they're gonna, what's up, Real D3, whatever your name is. What's up with it, bro? That they're being sued, and the company that allocates the money and the funds for these projects are not happy with the Trump administration and them pushing this through. And a lot of people didn't like the way he took care of this. He did this by immediately tearing things down without getting the consent from the company that runs and operates everything when it comes to the White House and the grounds. Which is pretty ridiculous.
Yep, it really is. Moving on to Arizona, where school choice and student athletes are battling. In Arizona, the students enrolled in the state's Empowerment Scholarship Program, or the ESA program is what it's known as. They're currently not able to participate in public school sports. However, a new bill that's being introduced at the Capitol aims to change that, potentially allowing the ESA students to compete alongside public school students, athletes, which is a move that already sparks debate over fairness, funding, and the future of public education, being that a lot of the public funding that we're getting is being pulled and schools are closing because of the ESA vouchers.
Dumb. You pulled yourself from public school. You don't get the opportunities and the options of public school. Why do you get to pull yourself from public school, homeschool your kids, and then get to say, we want to play sports? No. You took your money out the school. You didn't want to do anything to do with public school. You hate public school. That's all y'all do is talk shit about public school. Keep your ass at home. Run your motherfucking sports from your backyard. Because I don't give a fuck. Straight up, man. It's annoying as fuck, man. Play touch with your mama and have them screaming in the crowd.
I'm sorry.
Y'all want to take all the fucking money out of schools, take all the money out of all these programs. What's up with it, Gina Wright 22615? What's up with you? But yeah, man, we I don't get it. You don't like public schools. You can't get the opportunity of playing public school sports. Keep your ass at home. And everybody who want to pull their kids out, you're not getting opportunities like that. You done pulled your funds, you done pulled everything. When you pull your funds, it's over. No, we don't want to, and it's unfair that the state is even trying to do it.
Right.
It's garbage. Fuck out of here.
Moving on,
Fucking
racial
bullshit.
disparities in federal pardons, where a new report from a House lawmaker has found that 85% of the people that have been granted a federal pardon or a clemency this year is white. The findings are renewing the long-standing concerns about racial inequalities within the criminal justice system.
Yeah.
And how mercy powers are exercised at the federal level. What do you think?
Man, it's no surprise. The Trump administration haven't hid how they feel about Black and brown people. No, he the way he's pardoning people, it's mostly because of the money that they're having. I think they're giving them money. I mean, most people think that they're paying them off to get these pardons. But it's all good. You know, this is what the Trump administration is about. They are 100% about white people and European people only, and they don't hide it. You know, they don't hide it. So it's fine. You know, they want to destroy DEI, destroy anything that has to do with anything that brown people have any success in. Make sure we stay in jail. We get the stiffest penalties. But while his homies and cronies and all the January 6th felonious people who tried to take over the government, give them pardons. So it's cool, man. I'm pretty comfortable with the Trump racism because it's a everyday normal now. I mean, we've been going through it for the last 10 years, their racism, and you know they're not hiding it, and he's just blatant with it now. He doesn't care, and it's all good, man. I mean, this is what we're living in. This is the country we live in. These are the people who try to act like they're not racist, but their leader is just letting it spew. I talked to a dude online today. He was saying, "And just leave." You know, it's crazy, man. You know, the president says racist stuff. We make a video and we make something talking about how disgusting the racism is. And then here come people saying that we're playing the race card. Our president of the United States, the leader of all of us, saying all type racist shit is fine. But me saying, hey, that's fucking racist.
You calling him out and on his racism
is playing a race card. I swear to these people, man. I mean, dude, it's all good.
That's all it takes.
You can hate us. That's fine. Just hate us. I don't care anymore. I'm so tired of them. Fine. Who cares? You hate us. It doesn't matter. But you telling me that I can't even talk about it, or I'm playing a race card.
Because I'm calling out somebody else's racism.
Because I call out the racism that the president was spewing toward the Somali people. I'm playing the race card. Whew. Yeah, that's these people, man. You can never call them out on their bull. If you call them out on your bull, then you're the racist playing the race card guy, and you're a piece of shit because, you know, you called out the racism, the blatant racism. I hate Somali people. They're all trash. He said that out of his mouth. He didn't say some of them. It's been some bad people that's come from over there. Most of the people are good, but some of them are bad apples and we want to get. He didn't say that. He said every single one of them are criminals and they're trash and they're country trash and they don't want to do nothing but complain, and while he's complaining about them. But hey, hey, Tom, let me tell you what the word black fatigue means. It's black people being tired of living in a racist country filled with a whole bunch of racist whites. Y'all, this is another word that y'all have hijacked this year. You don't even know the meaning of words that y'all hijack and try to make it yours. and turn it around on us that you have black fatigue. It's ridiculous, man. Y'all so racist, though. Then it's y'all say 100% racist shit all the time towards us, and we say something, and it's black fatigue. Dude, I don't care about your black fatigue. You never liked black people in the first place. If you have black fatigue, that means that you never respected us from day one, and that's fine. That is fine. Just stop trying to hide what you are.
Right. That part.
Stop trying to be hurt when someone calls you out and say, hey, this is what the political party is pushing forward. Don't get upset when I call it out and then say, oh, you're a little victim crying. When I say, hey, yeah, that's blatant racism. Now I'm a victim.
Because you called out the
people,
racist.
Yeah, but the people, they're always calling everybody victims, are the ones that screaming DEI is taking our jobs. It's unfair. DEI. Immigrants is taking our jobs. It's unfair. They're the ones always calling people victims. The people who always talking about how much they hate other people, always calling other people who say, damn, you hate us? Now you're a victim. Dude, I can't stand them. They get on my nerves. What the fuck are you talking about? We ain't said nothing about slaves, peanut. That racist shit out of here.
Anywho, White House Chief of Staff is raising eyebrows after describing President Trump as having what he calls an alcoholic's personality, among other remarks. I mean, the comments are drawing attention for both their tone and what they suggest about the internal dynamics among Trump's and his allies.
Yeah,
he has an alcoholic's personality.
The Vanity Fair
interview,
opened some eyes. What was it? The chief of staff,
the White House chief of staff,
said a lot of different things, and the White House is standing with her. They're saying that she's a spitfire. She says what she means, and they're not really going against her. She said that it was a hit piece that left out a lot of things. But when you talk to media, they're gonna take out what they want. That's the way it is. But we saw some pictures of what's her name? Levitt, Christine, what is it?
Carolyn Levitt.
Yeah, whatever her name is. And they had a close up of her, and people saw her lips and all the holes in her lips from trying to get filler into her lips to try to plump those lips up. Yeah, and it was bad. It was bad. But this is what she wants. She don't want those paper thin lips. She didn't have a top lip at first, so she trying to get one. And then
she want a black girl lips.
They talk bad about us, but they also want their lips.
They want our aesthetics.
They don't want them paper thin ass lips.
Nah, they
don't.
But
then she got her nose done. She's done a lot of things, and to me, man,
that nose job is horrible.
All those things are terrible to me. I just be who you're gonna be, man. Who cares? That's who that came in this world last. I don't get all the surgery, but that's their business. But I just thought people online was really going in on her, and the whole thing with Vanity Fair, it was just terrible. They was all talking about how they're gonna lose their jobs and joking about crazy stuff, and those people are weird, man. His cabinet is the weirdest cabinet in the history of the government. The weird people, a bunch of them put together. We do see Bongino is stepping down as FBI. Was you gonna say that?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I wanted to go ahead and respond here to Tom. He said, "What does looks have to do with anything? If looks didn't matter, homie, she wouldn't be getting lip injections to have these nice little plump lips you see here. She wouldn't be doing it. She wouldn't get a nose job to make her face look smaller, look thinner.
Right.
If looks didn't matter, she wouldn't be getting cosmetic
spending all that
surgery
money to get it done. Right.
Anywho, moving on. The Republicans are breaking ranks on ACA subsidies. 4 House Republicans defied Speaker Mike Johnson this week to force a vote on extending the ACA subsidies. The action highlights ongoing divisions within the GOP over healthcare policy and the political risks of allowing popular subsidies to expire.
Yeah, I mean that's funny. You've been talking about David. The Republican Party has been talking about getting rid of this. A lot of people were really happy that the Democrats lost when it came to the government shutdown, and the reason why they were trying to shut down the government, and then what they were really pressing for. And a lot of people were happy they lost. And I thought about it at the whole time, like this is going to be bad, but let them do what they want to do. This is going to be bad. Now, something four Republicans are seeing. This is going to be terrible. If we let these subsidies go away, most of these people aren't going to be able to afford health insurance. And most of those people are from Florida and Texas. But Florida and Texas senators and congressmen, they don't give a fuck. They're in with Mike Johnson. They don't care. Let them lose their health insurance. Let them lose their care. Let the prices go up. Let it fail. The thing is that a lot of people are going to suffer. People aren't going to have access to health care. Yep. Now they all the ACA it sucks. We wanted to. Now that's the thing. They've been so hell bent of making sure that the ACA fails that it has hurt us as Americans in our healthcare. Every time they try to expand Medicaid, give more money to this, Trump and his administration and Republicans do everything they can to tear it apart. Then they're wondering why it is failing. It's failing because everything that was put in place, you guys have torn it apart. It's not going to work without all the things that was put in place to try to help and prop it up. You don't want to expand the Medicaid. I mean, it's so many things that was put, and like I said, this is mostly Republicans who have ACA. They are the ones that are spending their money on this because they have their own business, their own company. They're working for themselves, so they want to be able to insure themselves without working for a company or corporate or whatever.
Right.
A lot of people who are Trump voters are saying they're going to have to go back to work because they're not going to be able to afford health care, and they're not going to have any options except to go back into corporate for they can pay for them. And people on the right are okay with this. They're okay because they don't want anyone to have health care, and if you can't afford it, just die. It's nasty the way they think about this stuff and the way we are treated in America when it comes to healthcare. People are still going bankrupt because they can't afford to pay for their healthcare. That's not good. And we're okay with that. It's the crazy part. I just don't get what Americans, just because you don't want someone else to get healthcare, you'd rather see make yourself suffer and have horrible, expensive care because
you don't want somebody else
might get it. We don't want that, especially Black people. We don't want that.
Shout out to Renzo Max from Brazil.
Yeah, I mean, politics are really crazy right now. Yeah, I'm advocating for healthcare for all. I'm advocating for single payer healthcare. I'm advocating for a system instead of us paying for Medicare, Medicaid, and healthcare insurance. Why wouldn't we fucking? Well, when you have budgets, you don't set money aside for 10, 15, 20 years. You usually make a deal for like 3 or 4 years why that budget is in place. And right now, if they do make a deal, it's for 3 years. And then we'll talk about it again. That's the way it is. You never put anything in place like this that could cost a whole lot of money. You don't put that in place for more than 3 to 5 years. Because after 3 to 5 years, you want to look at that situation and reevaluate where you are, how much money's being spent. Do we need to add more? Whatever. It's never going to be longer than that.
People working in the private insurance industry will not be unemployed, sir.
Hey, man.
We will convert to processing government claims.
Right, because somebody got to process those claims. Somebody has to cover. These companies will be pretty much government workers.
Mm-hmm. Federal workers.
They will have to still do the claims, work the processes. These companies won't go out of business because they still will be the companies that insure everyone, it'd just be paid for by the government instead of these things being taken
Right.
care
The health
of
insurance
by
companies will
individuals.
get paid differently.
Right, exactly. Because it would be a Medicare Part D, Part B, whatever we're using that would cover everyone. And that's what you want, man. You're trying to be funny, but whatever. Whatever, G. But this is what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to cover everyone. And I know a lot of people don't like that. They don't want that. But it should be the American way, man.
It should
We
be.
we want to make sure that people are taken care of. What do you have next?
Next up, officials are now saying that Trump is expected to sign an executive order reclassifying marijuana under federal law. While the details are still emerging, the move could have a significant implication for the criminal justice, medical research, and the cannabis industry nationwide. They're thinking of moving it from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3.
Okay. I mean, hey, this was something that Biden did talk about, but never really got done. And at that time, Republicans were talking like they were against it.
Right.
So we'll see what happens when Trump puts it in place. And this, like I said all the time, man, I don't respect Trump. I don't like Trump. But if it's something that goes down that he puts in place that could work, I'm gonna say it. This could work. This is a good thing. Marijuana is not a drug that people should be going to jail
Right.
for
And we'll
30,
get
40
additional
years.
medical research on it.
Yeah. I mean,
which is what you want, really, in the
you
first
want
place.
it to not be scheduled as a drug that where you go to jail for
Right.
having it. That's number one. It's old. It's played out. It's dumb. You know what I mean? The drug war is stupid. It's all dumb. But if this is something that he could put in place that can stop people from getting pulled over, because I'm so sick of them using, and they still do it in the southern states.
I
smell marijuana. I'm pulling you over. I smell it. Oh, we're going through your car. I smell it. Don't find anything, but
I
smell it. So that means they can do whatever the fuck they want to. So hopefully, if this does come together, that would be nice to see that, and then maybe they can stop fucking harassing people for marijuana and the smell of marijuana. No, it's all people smoke marijuana, bro. Everyone, not just black and brown people. Stop the racism. Everyone smokes marijuana. Now, I've known people from every background, every ethnicity, color, race, religion, everybody. So just stop. If he was so pro-white, why would he do this? Dude, you're being racist with your thought pattern. It's so many white people that smoke weed. It's so ridiculous.
They the biggest stoners.
Right. Stop it. Stop it. Like, dang, man. Dude, do you ever stop being racist, Tom? Like,
oh, man.
Is there ever come a time where you like, maybe at this moment I'm gonna stop being racist? Fuck. Damn. Yeah, I mean, definitely they do get arrested more, but that's because we get pulled over more, and when we do get pulled over, we get searched more, and and they find drugs on black people and white people about the same amount. So it's ridiculous, but that's the way it is. I don't know. I do, like I said, I do hope that it stops some of the bullshit searches and seizures that the police officers in the South get to do, because they have not legalized marijuana at all.
Right.
Maybe if the federal makes a decision, that will push something to some of these
state
backward
laws.
ass states that want to do whatever they can to try to keep it in place for they can fuck with people.
Right.
What else you got?
Lastly, there's been a shakeup in the FBI with Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino expecting to step down after just 8 months on the job. His tenure has been marked by clashes with the Attorney General Pam Bondi and efforts to distance himself from conspiracy theories that he previously promoted. His departure is also adding to the ongoing questions about leadership and stability within the federal law enforcement agency.
Tom. Your belief is But they don't come in all colors, though, Tom. It's stupid people come in all colors, definitely. But that word is definitely meant for a certain genre of people. So that's ridiculous. But anyway, Bongino, Cash Patel, Pam Bondi, most of these people are out of their realm. They did not deserve the jobs that they have gotten. You know, these are the people that holler DEI don't deserve it. But all of these people that have been put into the positions that they have in this cabinet are unqualified for the positions. Most of them.
Most of them.
And it's I'm happy that this guy is seeing that he's not qualified. I mean, he can go back to podcast. That's fine. That's great. But bro, it should not be the head of FBI. It's ridiculous. Cash Patel should go sit his fucking ass down somewhere. These people do not know what the fuck they are doing. And the mistakes they are making are just ridiculous. Astounding. The shit that they're doing incorrectly. Saying they've captured people that they didn't catch. Saying they've solved crimes that they didn't solve. I don't believe shit that they put out. You know, they're talking about they've caught some liberals who was going to do some bombings. I don't believe them. I don't believe shit they say. Nothing. So, I mean, it's terrible when you've played the politics and the games that you've played that makes it impossible to even listen, or everything they say you question. Because that's how bad they have the leadership from this cabinet has been.
That so every move needs to be questioned.
Questioned 3 times. And I hope that Bongino goes the fuck away and as far away from government as possible. And I hope, like I say, Cash Patel is fucking next, because he looks lost in every meeting.
Him or Pam Bondi.
He lost. I mean, Pam Bondi is, oh my God, Pam Bondi. Oh. Even the right, the Republicans are done with her. All of them. I mean, she's done. It's terrible. And I just, people who are unqualified doing jobs that they should not be doing. Podcasters. This is like me. They put me in government tomorrow. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, G. You know what I mean? So,
but you gotta run some shit,
right? And you know, they said he was complaining about working into 6 and all type of other shit. These people don't work. They don't know nothing about working and having to go to work fucking 9 to 5. Man, I have to agree with you, man. Live Life Grow 420. They definitely didn't earn their shit, man. Definitely didn't. Why do you hate black people? What are you talking about? Are you on the right channel? What are you talking about?
I'm hoping that's for somebody else that's in the comment section.
What are you talking about, man? Yeah, I mean, we voted for a camel. What are you talking about? Innate Dog 2004. What are you talking about? You left out of A. But anyway, yeah, she was way more qualified than everyone that's in. Are you kidding me? A lady with a lawyer degree, a DA, won a DA in Cali. She has way more qualifications than these fucking idiots that's in this goddamn cabinet. Stop it. Oh my goodness. Anyway, you done? That's it. Anyway, man, we're gonna get into some stories today. The top one, I think, is Trump mocking Rob Reiner's death, man. And just sad, man. Just sad, man. But we also gonna talk about Biden's immigration policy. Now, every time I'm online, I'm talking to people. They love to bring up that Biden opened the door for immigrants. 50 million people came in. Immigration, Biden, he opened the door for them. Just stupid shit they be saying. Dumb as fuck. So what Biden actually did on immigration is what I'm going to talk about. You know, a lot of these people, you know, are talking about how Biden just opened the door, you know, listening to Trump. You know, they just listen to Trump. Whatever the fuck he says, they just parrot it. And we're just going to talk about cutting through the noise. No one on one of the most distorted issues in American politics, Biden's immigration policy.
For sure. Because despite what you hear on cable news and in the campaign rallies, President Biden didn't invent any new immigration laws. He largely returned the U.S. to the laws that were already on the books, which is what a lot of Republicans at the time were gunning for.
I mean, they were against.
I mean, follow the laws that's on the books.
They were against that. You know, they wanted everything to stay the way it was when Trump was in there, when he just closed the doors and didn't let anybody come in for amnesty. He closed the doors for 4 years. So the doors were locked. People couldn't come to America to file for amnesty. Once Biden unlocked the ban saying no one can come in, all of these people ran in to try to get their chance to file for amnesty because the door had been closed for 4 years. And they're sitting around, why is everybody running to the door now? Why do you think? This fucking shitbag said no one can come here to America for asylum. Something America has done always. So they're pissed off. They don't want no one to come to America. Now they're going to use that as a reason to say, oh, the immigration was so bad. No, it was just normal immigration, what America gets. America usually lets people in, especially if people are going through the things
if they're like going through
hardships like what was happening with Haiti. The government was taken over. They also was hit by a hurricane. They had a lot of shit going on. Biden said, let's help them out. He's not a piece of shit like Trump. People are coming from the southern border, coming to the border to try to sign up for amnesty. Get them a court date so they can plead their case to say, hey, this is what I'm going through in my country. This is the reason why I need to have access to America because I'm going to die here. Trump don't want to hear that. He don't give a fuck what you're going through. He don't care about your life. Could you imagine if we had this type president when the Irish tried to come here? We said, we don't give a fuck if you ain't got no potatoes. Take your ass back to Ireland.
Right.
Because of potato famine and different things that they were going through and different wars and they were going through with Britain and England, they came to America. America, I mean, back then, the Americans hated them because they was Catholics. So I'm not going to sit there and act like they didn't hate them when they came. They did. But regardless, they came. They were let in. The Italians, they running away from Mussolini and all the craziness. He's killing millions. They come here.
What they do? Come to America.
They come to America. They're going through hardships. He let them in. But now, the people are brown. Let them no.
Close the doors.
Close the fuck. Lock the door. We don't want them here. We don't want them here. And it was easier to come here then than it is now. They didn't have to pay all this money.
Yep.
They didn't have to do all this shit to get a green card. They just showed up.
And wrote their name.
Now you got to file for amnesty. You got to have a court date. You don't make those court dates. You don't get it. It wasn't all those rules back then. But we love to talk about, my family came in on Ellis Island. And it's so great because you're European and it's fine. But anyone from South America, Mexico, African countries, anywhere else, they're pieces of shit and they don't supposed to come here. They didn't assimilate and they're not good enough. We don't want them. Fuck out of here, man. So let's start with the big myth. Biden opened the border and gave everyone amnesty. Simply a fucking lie. Not true. 0% true. Lies.
But what the Biden administration did do in 2021 was end emergency era and Trump era policies that went far beyond U.S. law and return immigration to how it functioned for decades before Trump got into office the first time.
That's right. That's all he did, is remove Trump dumbass laws that he had put in place to keep motherfuckers from coming here. That's all they did. He removed his laws, and then oh my God, they're letting all the people in. That's what we've been doing for fucking decades. You know that Ronald Reagan is the one that gave a lot of people in this country amnesty. A lot of people was gained their amnesty from Reagan. That's why a lot of Colombians, they're Republican. Their families have been Republicans since the 80s because Republicans didn't used to be this way when it came to immigration. If you listen to George Bush and George Bush Sr., and you listen to Ronald Reagan, that's not the way they talked about immigrants. They welcomed those people with open arms. Ronald Reagan gave everyone amnesty and said, everyone that's here, you are now citizens. They wanted them to be citizens. Now, oh, we hate them. Get him out of here. They're all killers. They're all murderers. They talked about them with respect. They talked about them and the skills that they brought. They talked about the people they were. They wasn't talking about how bad the immigrants were, how they're all rapists and killers. Reagan didn't talk that way. George H.W. didn't talk that way. What happened to the Republican Party over the last 10, 15 years? I don't know. But racism has taken over their whole party, and this is all they know now. What Biden did, man, includes restoring the legal right to seek asylum. Trump had removed that. This is a right that's guaranteed under U.S. law since 1980. And under international treaties, the U.S. helped right after World War II. You know what happened after World War II? All the Jews came to America seeking asylum. Mm-hmm. And we let them in, let them come to America and live a great life. But now, oh, shut the door, they're brown. We don't want them here. I don't care if Reagan coined the term welfare queen. So what? I didn't say I like Reagan. I'm just saying that this is what he did when it came to immigration. I'm 100% anti-Reagan. Everything he did was trash. But when it came to this, I agree. This is one thing I could say it wasn't trash. He didn't treat those people like shit. So, go ahead.
You're absolutely right, but here's where his language gets abused. People hear the words asylum, parole, temporary protection, and politicians label that as amnesty.
But amnesty means automatic legal status. That did not happen. That's not the way it goes.
Yep. Instead, migrants were allowed to apply for asylum, apply for humanitarian parole,
right,
apply for a work authorization, all processes that existed already under U.S. law, which are, by the way, legal avenues to enter America.
Right. But they don't want legal avenues to enter America. They want it all closed down. And just like when this tragic shooting happening with the National Guard in DC, he used that for a reason to ban everyone from Afghanistan and any Muslim country that he could ban. He used that to put his old ban back in place. You know, he shakes hands with the rich Muslims and he loves them and everything else, and then goes on the news and talks shit about all they people. I don't know how they do it and deal with this dude, because he bans their country so fast. He don't give a fuck about them. But as long as he's making money from them, he'll kiss their ass. And the Shah in Saudi Arabia, you know, he's going to keep kissing his ass because he wants to get some more Trump buildings and golf courses built out there. So apply for amnesty at the border like a lot of people were running to do, because, like I said, the doors had been closed for 4 years.
Right.
So people hadn't had that chance,
the
opportunity to go
apply.
And apply for amnesty. Once the doors was back open, that's why it was so many people running there. Everybody like, why are so many people at the border? Biden sucks. He sucks. Well, it's people there because these people need help. And because the faucet was turned off, and these people trying to get in there.
Right.
And just because you apply doesn't mean you're going to get approved. Most cases still face years of court reviews, denials, deportations, or temporary status that can be revoked at any time, especially if you commit a crime. Now, most of the time, these people are turned away. Most amnesty fails. Most of these people do not get in. Most of these people, hey, you got to roll on out.
But so, can you tell me exactly why did those immigration numbers rise so rapidly?
Right. Just like I was saying, because when the U.S. stopped using emergency pandemic powers and mass expulsion, people were no longer instantly turned away without due process. So what you saw was a lot of people coming to the border that had been turned away because of COVID, because of Trump's laws and policies that he had put in place. And this is the reason why so many people were running to the borders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And because of that, the world changed. Post-COVID economic collapse, climate disasters, political violence, and instability across Central and South America pushed millions of people to migrate, not just to the US, but globally.
Right. It's a global pandemic. There were issues across the world when it came to the pandemic. It just wasn't an American issue. We had people suffering all across the world, people trying to get to better places and better situations. So that's the way it was going. So Biden didn't create this crisis. He didn't create the pandemic. The pandemic was under Trump, remember? He was just following the law that says if someone reaches our border, they can ask for protection. They can ask for asylum. They can ask for amnesty. They can do those things. They can sign up for those things. Doesn't mean that it's going to get it. It doesn't mean that they're going to be let in. A lot of people seen the people coming into Texas, and because Texas was being such a piece of shit, they were bringing the people in and then busing them to fucking Chicago.
And then they complain about Chicago.
Then, Chicago got all these fucking people there. Well, y'all bust them there.
Texas bust them there.
Right. And instead of taking care of their border, giving these people a court date,
they sent them somewhere else and made them somebody else's problem.
Dropped them off and made them Chicago's problem. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. And the way that they played games with people's lives, Mr. Hot Wheels in Texas, fuck him. He's a piece of shit. Piece of shit. Busing kids and dropping them off in the middle of the city. And that other piece of shit in Florida, DeSantis. 2 pieces of dog shit. Both of them. Fuck them. It was fucking ridiculous what they did. And how they treated people to fucking prove a point. We know y'all got problems with fucking immigration. Do something about it. Put some more judges down there. People are going to come to America because America is the place that's supposed to be the saving grace of the world. We the one that said we're the sparkling tower on the hill. We didn't just start doing this yesterday. Now you motherfuckers want to turn your backs on what America is supposed to be, what the Statue of Liberty says, what the Constitution says. Now you all, we're racist now. We don't want them. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. When the people were European, y'all celebrating it. Now we're talking about we don't want anybody in here. That's you, though.
You're right. That's not a radical policy, though. That's just American tradition. If people are going through hardships, warships, war, being raped, whatever the case is, and if they can't make it where they're at, they're supposed to be able to come here and supposed to be able to live out the American dream.
That's real. For decades, Republicans and Democrats administrations allowed asylum claims. They allowed people who were searching refugees. They allowed settlements. They set up humanitarian paroles. They set up operations to help people who are having problems. And now the new way of looking at things is we don't care about anyone or anybody from anywhere. We want them out of our country.
Yep. But what changed under Trump was the suspension of the norms. Family separations started. Asylum bans. Metering. And emergency powers used as a permanent policy.
And Biden came into office and he reversed that. Now they would all call it, all the immigrants started flooding in. No, it was just normal. And he didn't do it to overrun the country with immigrants like these motherfuckers love to say, but to restore the rule of law and America's humanitarian commitments that we have put in place and have been put in place for decades. Decades. Now, politics versus reality is always not the same. Go ahead.
You're right. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Helping desperate people has been turned into a political weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
You're turning away desperate, hungry, homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we don't care what happens to you.
Right. And instead of fixing a broken system, a broken immigration system, through Congress, some politicians prefer chaos because fear wins elections. But the facts matter here, man. Biden didn't erase the law. He enforced the law the way it was written at first before racist Trump came into office. These are the things that matter to some Americans, those that do not want others to come here, but the people who want to uphold the standards that has been set for decades in America. America has always been strongest when it followed both the law and its values. And when we stop pretending compassion is weakness, we can sit here and we can make a stronger country. That's what we can do. No one pays for them. They have to work to get their own. They can't get aid. They can't get anything. They got to work. And they do a lot of jobs that you lazy motherfuckers who talking about get them out of here won't do. Now let's go into this last story, man. Legendary director and actor Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, were found dead in their Los Angeles home on December 14, 2025. And what authorities are investigating as a double homicide. Their son, Nick Reiner, has been arrested and charged with murder in connection with their deaths. And police are treating it as a tragic family killing. And it's really sad. Rest in peace to a legendary director and actor and activist for democratic policies. But our leader, Trump, mocks Rob Reiner after his family's tragedy. Gravely, we begin tonight with the tragic news that Hollywood director and actor, like I said, known for films like When Harry Met Sally, The Princess Bride, and Stand By Me, and his wife were found. And then we what do we have? The president, man, talking trash about him. You guys as leader. According to law enforcement sources, man, this is what's going on, man. And it's devastating loss for their family, friends, and the film community. And a lot of people are coming out saying how great of a person he was. And the leader of our country says the worst shit that I've ever. These are the same people who acted like anybody saying anything about Charlie Kirk. And most people were just bringing up things that Charlie said during his life. I didn't see a lot of people who were happy that the man was killed. But most people were saying that the things that he was saying were disgusting. Now, the right, what they're doing now is talking trash about Rob Reiner, bringing up all type shit that's been, and he said great things about Charlie Kirk, and he said he didn't deserve that. But what did the right do? They're talking trash about Rob Reiner, trashing him as much as they can.
As much as
this is the right. They will do anything to follow fucking Trump. Even if they have to say the most disgusting things to protect them,
but hold on,
they'll do that.
I thought it was you need to express grief and sorrow and express compassion for Charlie Kirk's untimely death, right?
Right.
But they don't give the same respect to Rob Reiner?
Man, you know these people are disgusting.
How trash of you.
They don't care who it is. And everybody said nobody wanted to see that happen to Charlie Kirk, even if we do disagree with 100% of everything he fucking said.
Charlie Kirk deserves 2 middle fingers.
I mean,
If that's how they gonna play it about Rob Reiner.
Only thing I'm gonna say is this: no one deserves what either one of them had done to him. It's horrible, and you're supposed to pay respects. You can disagree about things. Now the thing is, a lot of people thought what dude was talking about was fucking racist as fuck. But unhinged. He just didn't agree with y'all. The dude was pretty level-headed. I have to disagree, man. Go ahead.
But instead of expressing grief or restraint, Donald Trump took to Truth Social with a post that many are calling shocking, disrespectful, and deeply inappropriate given the circumstances. In the post, Trump wrote, and I want to be clear, I am quoting Trump's exact words. It came from Trump's fingers. Trump's post.
They know, man. Fuck.
A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. And he went on to describe Reiner as a tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie actor and director. He claimed he died due to the anger he caused others, though his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump Derangement Syndrome. Again, quotes from Trump's Truth Social post. He also added that Reiner was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Trump.
My thing is, I don't understand how people don't call this dude out for talking and speaking in third person all the fucking time.
Man.
Like he does it all the time. It's like, dog, I don't get it. Well, Trump doesn't like that. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? That is the weirdest shit ever. Why is he always speaking in third person?
The way he talks about himself is
so
crazy.
Weird. Like, what are you doing, dog? But let's be clear, man. There is no evidence whatsoever that Reiner's death had anything to do with fucking Trump derangement syndrome. The only confirmed facts law is Reiner and his wife were murdered by their son and has been arrested in connection with the fucking case. Things have came out saying that the son has been dealing with a lot of substance abuse and he's had some issues in the past. Trump has said some horrible things, man. And when people have died, John McCain as one of them, a Republican, you would think that you guys, he ran for president with Palin as the VP, and you guys really was with him. But once Trump came, you turn your back on him for Trump. McCain died, y'all didn't give a fuck anymore. And McCain, he was a hero in Arizona, and I respected McCain because when him and Obama ran, he would not let people talk trash about Obama. And I respected that. Dude was a respectful person. I may not have respected the way he tried to do Martin Luther King in the early 90s and not vote for to make sure that his birthday was a holiday. That was a mistake back in the day. But as he got older, I would think that he thought that was a mistake. So I don't agree with everything, but I thought he was a
John McCain
person.
was more of a Republican than y'all are.
Man, way more than a Republican than his shit today. Are you kidding me? Donald Trump is nowhere near the Republican principles. Quit it. Y'all turned y'all back on all y'all principles for this dude. All of them. And the way he talked about McCain, the way he talks about anyone that dies, he doesn't care. And when he goes, he's going, everybody respect Trump's death. That's what y'all gonna be hollering. The man who didn't give a fuck about one's death. Anyone. Shits on everybody that dies openly. And y'all gonna act a fool when something happens to him and anybody has anything to say except rest in peace. After this dude that acted a fool about everyone that's passed. It's craziness, man. The hypocrisy with the right is ridiculous. But to use this family tragedy as a fucking political punching bag to describe someone as tortured and struggling after they've been killed, that's not leadership. That's cruelty.
Mhm.
Cruelty. He was cruel. That was bullshit that he said.
And it's exactly why so many people from both sides of the aisle have denounced these remarks. Because no matter what someone believes politically, no one deserves to have their death hijacked for political attacks, especially in the midst of a confirmed homicide investigation.
Yeah, man. It's disgusting. And these people, they still want to make excuses for Trump. They still want to act like, oh, it's no big deal. You have derangement syndrome. If you ever stand up to anything. No, we have brains. We have balls. And all of you people that's just folding and just doing what and just running with Trump, y'all don't have any. You don't have a brain. You can't think for yourself anymore. You're in a cult. And he does the thinking for you. You can't even think for yourself. So, lastly, man, I wanted to talk about what happened in Australia. I'm not going to go about this too long. But we saw what happened in Australia. The nation is reeling after a mass shooting there that shocked the country and left multiple people dead. It's pretty sad, man. Another religious shooting between Muslims and Jews. In response, the Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese promised to tighten gun laws even further, saying clearly that public safety must come before ideology. And almost immediately, unbelievably, I saw Americans flooding social media to lecture Australia to tell them that they don't need to put more gun laws in. I even saw a motherfucker say the liberals trying to figure out how did a mass shooting happen in Australia when guns are banned. Number one, idiot, guns aren't banned there. The dude bought them legally. They just made it really tough to get guns. And you know what he's going to do since he cares about his people? He cares about who is dying in his fucking country. He's going to make it even harder to get a gun. Americans don't give a fuck about each other. They don't give a fuck who dies. Y'all don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. Y'all don't give a fuck who gets shot. Y'all so scared of your neighbor. You're so scared of black people, brown people, that you don't give a fuck who gets shot. Kids, 6-year-olds, 5-year-olds, you don't care. But every other country in the world don't let fear make the fucking decisions for their country. They try to protect the people that's in there. Y'all try to make sense of it. Try to make it, oh, Australia, you stupid motherfuckers. We got the most mass shootings in the goddamn world. We can't tell nobody shit. Nothing. We can't tell nobody no fucking advice on guns because we have the worst. Oh, it's not the gun's fault. Well, why don't they only have one mass shooting so far this whole year? What do we have? One every fucking day? 2 a day? You know what I mean? You motherfuckers want to sit around and tell other motherfucking countries what they can do?
And I don't think Trump's addressed a single mass shooting this year since he's been in office.
He talked about the shooting that happened in Brown. He said some stupid shit, some dumb stuff. He doesn't really give a fuck. Nobody cares in this country anymore. We are callous to these things. Desensitized. People are dying and getting shot up every day, man. And we straight up don't give a fuck. These motherfuckers more worried about the gay agendas and trans people in bathrooms. Thoughts and prayers for 2 weeks and keep it, yep, the American way. We don't care, man. We are done caring about our own people getting gunned down on the streets. Nah, bro. Nah, you Charles White, you can stop with the racist shit. It's not just blacks in Chicago on the slope. Sorry. We are watching kids at Brown. Yesterday, I saw a little white girl going to college get smoked. So you all as blacks in Chicago, no. That's not what the fuck we are fucking seeing. Racism is not going to win it today. All those people that was gunned down, man. I don't believe, man. I don't understand how you people don't care. I just don't understand. I myself, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of religious battles, religious fights. I'm sick of the fucking bullshit, motherfuckers killing people because of, and then fucking Netanyahu had the audacity to come out and say that Australia prime minister is the blame for the killings because he said Palestine should have their own state. Now, he didn't take any responsibility for the IDF and what they're doing across the Middle East, bombing everyone. But he's going to put the blame on the man from Australia who said, yes, Palestine, they should have their own land. They've been there for centuries. Yes, they should have their own. No, they shouldn't have their own land. And for them saying that made it more dangerous in Australia. The fuck out of here, man. You know what the fuck you talking about? You know what the fuck you're talking about? Netanyahu is the reason why all this shit is happening. Netanyahu is the reason why all these people are getting killed in the name of Jewish and all this shit. He's the reason why all these motherfuckers are pissed off. Now, I'm not going to say he's the reason why all of it happened throughout history, because we know that's not it. It's just a battle between two religions that's been going on for fucking forever, and everybody is sick of them. Sick of them. Everybody's sick of the fucking battle between these two people. How many fucking people have to die? I don't know, man. I'm just sick of it. And it's tiring. Tiring. The IDF is now bombing in Lebanon, killing people. They're still killing people in Palestine. Like, the murder doesn't stop with all these people, man. I'm so fucking sick of it. I don't know, man. What has to be done? I just wish that people would fucking stop, man. How long have these people been fighting? How long has this battle been going on? We don't have to imagine Trump being president, and he is. And it's going horribly, boat 97. Really bad. Trump presidency is horrid. I agree with you, Richard Crosby. He's a war criminal. And a lot of countries have warrants for his arrest. If he stepped in certain countries, they arresting his motherfucking ass. The dude has, I mean, he's not even the leader of the country, but he's the only person we know because he has all the power still somehow. Somehow this dude keeps being in power. I know a lot of Jewish people and a lot of Israeli people are fucking against him. What he's doing is sick, man. And the Zionists do not want the Palestinian people to stay in the place where they already have been. Bad, man. Let them people get their fucking land. Leave them the fuck alone. The Jews have enough land. Why they keep trying to annex everything in the Middle East? We got to stop, man, this bullshit, dude. And a lot of people are just letting them get away with it, man. And a lot of people want to hold them accountable for what they're doing. And people want to ignore it. If we want to hold the Muslims accountable, we have to hold the Jews accountable also. We can't let either side get away with doing things that are atrocious to each other. We saw the Jews killing people, throwing them under fucking houses for no reason, no threats, just killing them because who they are. It's bad. Now, Islam, if they can destroy Israel, they come after us next in the West. Hey, man, it looks to me that Israel is killing more than they're getting hurt. They're fucking people up, man. They're taking everybody out. They took out the whole Palestine. They taking out everybody. So I don't even know what you're talking about. Maybe they should be talking about peace. Now, what happened to them on October of last year was horrid. That's terrible. And I understand them hunting down the people that would do that. But them killing little kids, starving little kids, making sure that aid don't come in, and the things that they did afterwards were disgusting. Nasty stuff, man. Both black on black violence is white on white violence is just as high on white on black on black. You know that? Did you know that, Mr. Boat dumbass? It's just the same. You know, white people kill each other because they live next to white people. Black people kill each other because they live next to black. That's normal. Shut the fuck up. Go solve your own problem. Stop worrying about ours. Anyway, we're going to leave it there, man. We appreciate y'all coming through and hollering at us today. And we're not deleting your comments. We just ignoring you because you're an idiot. We're ignoring you because you're fucking racist and you're dumb as fuck. And you haven't said anything that's worth repeating. Nothing. Everything you've said has been stupid as fuck, bro. And I've ignored every one of your fucking comments. Come with something that's worth fucking talking about. Maybe I'll read it. But until then, I'm ignoring you and every one of your dumbass comments. Look at the shit you say, bro. Everyone, I'm looking at all your comments and they're so fucking dumb. Fuck you, man. No, I'm ignoring your dumbass comments. Your mama's a dumb fuck, Peanut. How you feel about that? And your uncle. Fuck you. Anyway, we're out of here, man. You people ain't gonna come to my comment section and talk to me crazy and think I'm not gonna say nothing. Straight up, G. You know, you couldn't say it to my face, so you're not gonna say it in my comment section and just get away with it. But until next time, man, we appreciate y'all for coming through, even the ignorant racists like Peanut. And come through and we'll talk about these things. We'll talk about what's going on in the world. Now, I'll share my opinion. You'll share your comments. And we'll be up next on Saturday, 11 a.m. Please hit the follow and the subscribe button if you can. Whatever, bro. Charles White, you're crazy, man. I don't know what's wrong with you, man. But anyway, man, we appreciate you guys and have a good rest of y'all day. Until next time, peace out.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.